Hello, everyone, and welcome to Rasmussen College Employer Spotlight. Today, we're going to highlight TechData. I have with me this morning Morgan McLaughlin, and my name is Randy Harwood. I'm a career service advisor here at Rasmussen College. So I'll have Morgan introduce herself.
Awesome, thank you. So my name is Morgan McLaughlin. I'm the University Talent Acquisition Partner for TechData. So my role is really centered on university engagement as well as managing our internship program in the Americas, so primarily within the United States and as well as with Canada. For those who aren't aware of TechData, of who we are and what we do, we're actually a solutions aggregator that works with connecting the world with the power of technology. So we work with partners and vendors such as Lenovo, Cisco, Apple, and HP, and helping gain all of their technologies to end users like you and I. We also work with larger end users such as healthcare, the government, as well as higher education. So any form of technology that you might be seeing on your daily basis, from as small as a microchip to as large as a TV screen monitor, we probably have distributed that in our facilities.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit about the opportunities that we have with TechData nowadays.
Sure. So I think there's a huge misconception about TechData only providing tech and database positions, but I definitely want to highlight that we're so much more than that. So these are three different positions highlighted on the screen that you could see that are some of our most frequently recruited positions for our entry-level departments. So first and foremost, we have our Associate IT Service Desk position. So this is an entry-level position within our Innovation Technology department. Next, we have an Accountant 1 position. So we typically hire a lot of Accounting 1 and Financial Analyst 1s for your finance and accounting majors, but then we also have tax and procurement and a lot of one-off positions that also lead into that field as well. And then finally, we also have our associate sales rep position, and this is within our sales department and one of our most frequently hired positions within TechData. Now, I think when people hear sales, they automatically think of cold calling, and that's definitely not the case here at TechData. It's a really awesome environment, and for all three of these positions, as well as all of our entry-level positions that we offer at TechData, there's strong career progression in each department. Now, with that being said, we typically look for individuals who have completed their high school diploma for some positions, and other positions, either their associate's or their bachelor's degree. We definitely look for individuals who are a fit within our tech data culture, which is really just being hungry, humble, and innovative. So hungry to know what's next, what's more that they can do outside of their job description, humble enough to know that education is continuous, and as well as innovative enough to bring their ideas to the table. You know, whether you are 1 month into your position or 1 year into your position, your thoughts are very valued here at TechData.
All right, awesome. And to apply, there's a couple of different ways. TechData is a member of our Job Connect team. We have our Rasmussen-CSM.simplicity.com, which is our Job Connect website. But on there, you can check for TechData and the jobs that they have posted there. You can also go to directly to their website, www.techdata.com/careers, and check out all the opportunities that they have around the world. So a little bit more about, how about telling us a little bit more about the interview process?
Sure. So as you can see on the screen, so we have some tips and tricks for you to be mindful of before your interview. So just some key call outs, make sure that you do test your technology. So if you are using it for a Zoom interview, make sure that everything looks good. I think my biggest tip would just be to treat it as a very professional interview, as if you're interviewing with the CEO, right? So it doesn't matter if it's just a 5-minute conversation or an hour-long conversation. Make sure that you're prepared to your fullest. And again, plan for glitches. So if your audio isn't working on one microphone, make sure you have a backup microphone as well. Now, let's say you do get to the day of the interview. At TechData, we typically do like a 3-tier interviewing process. So first, you would apply for the position, then we would review your resume to ensure that everything fits within the job description and you meet the qualifications. Then you are sent a WePal. This is a pre-recorded interview of 6 questions that you just have to answer. And these questions just really test if your understanding on tech data, as well as the reasoning of why you wanted to apply for this role. And then finally, you're either going to be offered an in-person interview or a Zoom interview, depending on your location. Now, with everything that is going on today, we actually transitioned all of our interviewing process to be fully remote. So if you do receive a final interview, it would be a Zoom meeting.
Awesome. Tell us a little bit about some of the industry trends that are going on, some of the like myths about the industry.
Sure. So I think one huge myth is that, let's say if you're interested in IT, you have to be an IT major, or if you're interested in sales, you have to be a sales major. And I just wanted to debunk that your major doesn't necessarily define your career. Here at Tech Data, I think, again, the one thing that really connects us all is really that drive and that need to want to learn more about the role that you're in. So I think that's what really sets individuals apart from being successful in their corporation. And then just be mindful that, let's say you do enter a position in as, like, let's say an associate sales rep or an IT service desk specialist, that doesn't necessarily mean that that's your whole career for your whole life. Just be mindful that your career is not linear, but it's just a bunch of turns and curves and anything that you can imagine.
Awesome. What about some of the technological advancements that are coming down the pike?
Sure. So tech data, this is something that I'm very proud about our corporation doing, is we're actually going into what we like to call next generation technologies as our larger focus as our corporation. So a couple of areas that kind of include these departments include cloud, IoT, IT, data analytics, and security or cybersecurity. So instead of just being a distributor at core, we're also providing services and solutions in these fields to our partners as well.
And with all these new technologies and new opportunities, are there certifications that people should have?
Sure. So I think certifications are always a nice plus, and it allows for an individual to really stand apart from the pack. Now, let's say if you're interested in data analytics, I would definitely focus on learning about Tableau or digital or data visualization apps. Let's say if you're interested in marketing, make sure that you are at least comfortable or familiar with the Adobe Suite. If you have a certification in that area, then that's a huge plus too. But overall, depending on if you're interested in sales, to accounting, to even IT, I think it's always a nice to have some sort of certification or strong understanding on Microsoft Suite or even Google Suite.
And what about some advice for job seekers, whether you're entry level or experienced? What should they look for?
Sure. So first and foremost, I think I could answer this one question by just saying LinkedIn, right? So LinkedIn is the hub of so many different resources that you could use to not only network with different individuals in the industry that you aspire to be in, but also to strengthen your personal skills as well. So LinkedIn also offers a lot of free learning tools so that you could utilize that you could actually just post it right on your page so people know that you're continuously investing in yourself. And on the networking component, let's say that your dream job is to be a TV producer. Just type in TV producer and see individuals in your area, and I would just send them a friendly note just asking for advice on how they got into their job position, and set up some 30 minutes or so just to talk about it. And this is really an easy way just to make connections within your industry.
All right. What else should people know about tech data that we haven't even really covered yet?
Sure. So Tech Data, we're a global corporation, right? So we have over 14,000 individuals that are working for our company currently. And out of those 14,000 individuals, I think that every single individual has found a place here at Tech Data for the core reason of us really focusing on developing our colleagues the best way that we can and supporting them professionally and personally. So as you could see here on the screen, we do that in different ways, such as diversity and inclusion, our BRG programs, as well as hosting lunch and learns, and so much more. So again, there's way more than meets the eye at Tech Data. And if you'd like to learn a little bit more about our corporation, feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn, and then we could set up that 30-minute shadow session as well.
Awesome. Well, that kind of brings us to the end of our employer spotlight with Tech Data. I'd like to thank you all for watching and thank Morgan for being our guest today. You did a great job and learned a lot about tech data that we didn't know before.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for your time. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn.
All right, thanks, Morgan.
Thank you. Bye.